Chapter 3 is the cellular level of organization, and we're going to begin by looking at the plasma membrane. Here is a model of the plasma membrane. This region here is inside the cell. This region here is outside of the cell. The plasma membrane itself looks like two layers that are mirror images of each other, with these heads on the outside and on the inside, and these tails reaching inward facing each other. In this figure, we're looking at one tiny little head and tail of the plasma membrane. The head region, which is composed mainly of a phosphate group, is hydrophilic, or water-liking. Hydro means water, philic means liking, and you can see that this head is hydrophilic. Therefore, it likes water, or it turns towards water. The tail, which is made of lipids, is hydrophobic, or water-fearing. So naturally, the tail will turn away from water. The entire molecule is termed amphipathic. That means it contains a hydrophobic region and a hydrophilic region on the same molecule. Let's see what this means on the next slide. Here are all those phosphate heads that are hydrophilic or water-liking. There's water content outside the cell in the extracellular fluid, and there's water content inside the cell in the intracellular fluid. So these hydrophilic water-liking heads naturally turn towards the water, whether it be in the extracellular region or the intracellular region. The hydrophobic lipid tails, which fear water or turn away from water, turn towards themselves, so they're hiding from water. So the plasma membrane naturally takes on this position, with the hydrophilic heads facing in and out of the cell where the water content is, and the lipid tails facing in towards each other, away from the water. When we take the entire plasma membrane together, we term it the phospholipid bilayer. If you're ever asked to describe the main component of the plasma membrane, it is the phospholipid bilayer. In addition to the phospholipid bilayer, we see that there are many other components that are embedded within it. A lot of these components are proteins and lipids. So let's run through a few of them and determine what their purpose is. These glycoproteins here, where you see a sugar chain on top attached to a protein in the membrane, are there for cell recognition. That's how one cell is able to identify another cell, is through this fingerprint. Proteins can act as channels for material to pass in and out of the cell. Cholesterol, which is a lipid, acts as strength. It stiffens the cell membrane, or the plasma membrane, so it won't break apart very easily. Then you have proteins embedded within the plasma membrane that are not channels. These proteins act often as enzymes to catalyze a reaction inside the cell.